So let's talk about Riak and Oracle. Riak being an open source product and Oracle being a proprietary relational database. So Oracle is obviously have a very long history. It supports very feature-rich data access language called SQL. Everybody likes SQL. Everybody has lots of experience with SQL. There's a lot of Oracle skills on the market. So it's very easy to deploy and be productive very quickly. Oracle does support, clustering using shared everything architecture. Reasonably expensive hardware and enterprise hardware you usually run to support Oracle, especially at scale. While Riak is a sort of much cheaper to deploy solution usually, though it provides a very basic set of functionality. It's a sort of a key value store, so it has some sort of a secondary indexes. It has a very basic interface that you can access and modify that values by basically looking up by keys. It has some interesting ways how you can walk the links between different entities, but it's very much designed towards sort of key value, very highly available deployments, which have very limited sort of tools how you can retrieve the data. So whether you use one or another, well, if you have a very simple requirements where you need a simple key value store and you have a good engineering skills to deploy Riak, again, being a young tool, it's a little bit of do-it-yourself sort of mindset as opposed to Oracle Exadata, which is very enterprise mature solution. So you can use Riak for those needs. If you need a more feature-rich sort of a full SQL support platform with full consistency, then Oracle could be a good solution. Riak has an interesting interesting capabilities how you can sort of tune it in the cap theory and balance between availability, consistency, and partition tolerance in a way that you require. While Oracle has very much sort of a preset balance. It emphasizes on availability and consistency, and not very sort of partition tolerant solution. So those are the differences between those two. Can they work together? Probably, if you would like to have some of the workload processed by Riak, which is, specifically leveraging this feature as a, partition tolerant, distributed master environment, and Oracle covering, maybe the rest, which is much more feature-rich SQL workloads, analytical workloads, and etc.